For PE Design Next users, click on your manual straight block tool. Be sure you have chosen Fill Stitch. Click on the little spool next to your fill stitch and change your thread color. You want a color lighter or darker than the area you're going to be shading. I have chosen a darker color of thread. With your manual straight block tool, go to the area that you plan on shading. Left click to start, then continue to left click in random lengths, in random fashion, kind of like a zigzagging back and forth. Left click, left click. This is going to add the shading to your design. This is an excellent way to add depth, dimension, highlights, and shadows to your designs. We can do heavy dense shading or very light shading. You will see how this works here in just a second. Keep on left clicking until you have filled the area that you want shaded. When you are finished with that area, double left click. Now it looks like we've just embroidered right over the top of our heart, using the same density level as the heart. Click on Select to select the shading stitches. Open your sewing attributes. Go to your density setting. Click on the down arrow and start decreasing the density. The more you decrease the density, the lighter your shading is going to become. It's going to look a little bit denser on your screen than the actual sew out will be. I usually like to use around a 40 density for leaves and flowers and different things. For really light highlights and shading, you can go clear down to 15 or less even. Experiment with this shading technique and you'll find all different kinds of ways to use it in your design projects. You can also edit your shading if you like. Click on your shading stitches in the sewing order window. Left click, hold down, and drag it to the second position in your sewing order. This means your shading stitches will sew before your border stitches. Now you can left click on any of the stitch points, hold down, and drag that stitch point to any position that you like. You can change the shape and position of your embroidery stitches by moving these points around. Again, it's good to experiment and practice to see what you can do with your stitches. Once you're done, just double left click on your screen. Go up and left click on Shapes, then click on your manual straight block tool. Be sure you have Fill Stitch selected. Click on the little spool of thread next to where it says Fill Stitch. Choose your color. And from this point on, the process is exactly the same as for PE Design Next, which I have already explained in the first segment of this video. Be sure to experiment with this fun shading technique. You will find all kinds of exciting ways to use it.